All right, welcome everybody. Today's video, we are up here north of Ayutthaya. We're kind of between Thong and Ayutthaya. We're in a little sub area called Pa Mok, I believe. And we're gonna go check out a reclining Buddha that goes back to the Ayutthaya days, and maybe even before that. They think it might have been constructed during the Sukhothai era. It's like a 22.89 meter long reclining Buddha that they say they actually found in the Chao Phraya River over here. So that's kind of open to interpretation. So you can see here's the Chao Phraya. We got a couple little tugs pulling some of these big barges. Now I believe they load these up with sand somewhere up in the north, and then they haul them down to Bangkok. And that's kind of what fuels the building industry down in Bangkok. They got to get the sand for the concrete somewhere. And this is the Chao Phraya. You can see how big it is. It's actually kind of narrow here compared to parts further down south. All right, so let's go down into the temple. So I have this little covered walkway here set up so all the locals can come over and sell their wares, stuff like that. Now this is about 15 kilometers south of Thong. It's probably, I'd say like an hour and a half north of Bangkok. And this is an Ayutthaya era temple. And they've done a lot of restoration. See, they have a little boat shaped jetty, which is kind of interesting. And then some of the Ayutthaya style buildings back behind. And it looks like we're not going to be able to get into this Worawihan here. I'd like to see what's inside of there, but it's locked up. And then they have a little shrine over here. Looks like maybe a place for the monks to do something. We're not going to go in there. This is a little shrine, place for the monks to come over. So it doesn't look like there's a monk here now, but normally there'd be one here that would give you the little water blessing and tie the string around your wrist, stuff like that. Then we have some chetties. Yeah, there's quite a bit here to this temple. Looks like they're doing some renovation to some of the ceiling tiles. Pretty nice little jetty. And this compound has some side little buildings. This one here is locked up. Yeah, the styling of that is really nice. This looks like a little moon drop. Is it going to be locked up also? Maybe it's open on the other side. Here's one of the standing Buddhas. Here's kind of a interesting styled chetty. Now it has some gates and stuff, so you couldn't go down to the bottom. There's probably like a little shrine somewhere down there. And then we have a couple little Buddhas out here. That's a different pose with the covering of the face. Not sure what it is about. Let's see, maybe it's open on this side. Yeah, there we go. We can get inside here. So in here they have some Buddhas. This is a little moon drop. And you can see the murals they've painted in. And then they have the Buddha footprint. So they always build these special buildings for Buddha footprints. And the Thais come, put the gold leaf on them, and they put little coins, and then they have all the little Buddha statues that they put the gold leaf on also. Yeah, this is nice. I like the murals. And the murals will depict scenes of the life of the Buddha, some of the stories of Buddhism also, with like the heaven and the hell and the earth. This looks like a guy holding something up here to the Naga. Yeah, the paintings are pretty nice. They're starting to slough off pretty bad down here on the bottom, but That's what happens over time. Okay, let's go into the next little building. So I actually have a little story about this Buddha footprint. And it talks about it from being in 1747 when the Thais sent their delegation to the island of Sri Lanka. That was part of getting Buddhism back into that island nation. Buddhism is strong there now, but in 1747 when they sent the expedition, there wasn't a single Buddhist monk on the whole island. Okay, so we have a little reclining Buddha out here. And then let's go inside and look at the big one. That's what I wanted to see today more than anything. So this is the Buddha. And it's 22.8 meters long. And you can see the building that it's in. An Ayutthaya style hall for sure. It's the paint and plaster is starting to come off a little bit over there. But this is a really nice hall. You can see the window shutters or that black lacquer, and then on the back of the doors they painted the things. And these halls, this is so big that it's hard to see the whole thing. So down here is the feet, and then over here is the story of King Naresuan. And they have the robe on it. Yeah, this old hall is hard to see the whole thing because they have so many columns. Now you can see where the Thais have came and put like the gold leaf on them. So they come and pray and stick that gold leaf on it and make a little bit of merit. But here's a nice look of the head. And you can see the topknot up there. Yeah, it's really a nice image. It's in the Sukhothai era. Has kind of the egg-shaped face. And you can see the little pillow thing that it rests its head on. It's all styled up. And has the small rolls of hair, and all the fingers are the same length. And then over here is the back side of it. And they have a list of people who've donated stuff like that to the temple. Yeah, it's a really nice image for sure. Now there's 3 reclining images here in Thong that are really famous. There's this one, and then Wat Pa Mok Worawihan, and then another one that go way back. Yeah, this is a nice little hall also. You see here, this is the little reclining Buddha that's out front. She's sticking some of the gold leaf on it. And then we have one of the lady monks over here. She takes care of it. And then this is the hall from the outside. Yeah, when you see it from the outside, it doesn't look like much, but it has that reclining Buddha that's quite nice. It has a couple small little chetties here. And then the statue over there to King Naresuan. And then here looks like King Chulalongkorn. And then over there is that moon drop, and then the other little chetties. And it looks like this old ordination hall is locked up. We're not going to be able to get inside of here. Let's take a look at the front. Oh, I see, they're doing a little bit of remodeling to it. Okay, so it looks like we can get in here after all. The door was unlocked, so I just pushed it open. So you can see here, this is a really nice Buddha image. It's a little dark, there's no lights on in here. You can see the red ceiling with these cross beams. And then the window shutters, there's 3 windows across here. I'm sure this had murals and stuff like that painted on it years ago, but it's long gone. It's quite a nice little Buddha image. This is where the head monk will sit when they do the ceremonies. You can see the styling of this little hall. So this will probably be like a middle Ayutthaya. It has the styling that looks like that. You can see the ordination stones and the low porch on the front with the lotus bud columns. Maybe it's later Ayutthaya. It's shaped more like a boat here in the middle. The ones you see that are the more modern ones, there's just so much like gaudiness to it. While the Ayutthaya style, it's kind of simple. The halls are smaller than what you see now, but I really like how they were constructed, where the reclining Buddha is at. Now there's a few more buildings here. There's the monk quarters back over in this direction, and then they're building a new hall right over there. That gigantic building is a new one that's probably, I'd say probably like 70% done, and a few more buildings over there. All right, guys, so that's gonna finish up a pretty quick video over here at this Wat Pa Mok. The reclining Buddha is quite nice. It's Sukhothai era, so it's going back to before the Ayutthaya kingdom. And I always like seeing stuff like that. It's pretty large. It's hard to see it all in that Worawihan just because the size of the building makes it to where, you know, they have to have so many support columns. And whenever it's the brick, they have to be quite a bit closer than if it was steel. But it's still cool to see. I enjoy seeing stuff like this. So hopefully you did. If you did, make sure you smash like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. If you have any comments, let me know in a comment down below. If you've been here or if you have any questions, ask me and I'll do my best to answer them. I would recommend, if you're up in this area, come by and take a look at this one. And you could combine it with some other things. You could go see that that huge reclining Buddha that's outdoors, and then there's Wat Roy, there's Wat Mung, the tallest, or the largest Buddha in Thailand. There's quite a bit of other things to see up here. So this is like a great day trip from Ayutthaya. Even if you went to Ayutthaya, spent a couple days there, and then wanted to explore a little bit more, come up and see some of this stuff. You'll not regret it. So anyway, smash the like, subscribe, share it, leave me a comment, and until next time, remember, life is a journey. Enjoy.